Hello and welcome to Thursday. It's pretty late, but I wanted to talk about something that I actually kind of started doing yesterday. Something that's been on my mind for a long time. Um, Actually, probably around the start of sometime in February. On March 1st, I made my personal blog along with a post about how just I was kind of tired of the internet as we know it and as it has become. And what, like, that was a few weeks ago when I released that manifesto. No, that was March. No, I made the website in January and I released the manifesto in March. That's what I did. But yeah, I made the website January 1st, along with a couple of other things that I did, so I guess probably before January 1st. Um, yeah, I had just been thinking about how the internet has kind of become a place that I'm not too much of a fan of. And the big things are, just the internet in general. It's just like not in general. There's just so much. I was talking with a friend about like music and how they were going to a live show of an artist who released like one song or EP or something that like saw no attention when it came out like 2000s or something, and it became essentially lost media up until like somebody found it on like I think 4chan or something, one of those boards, and blew up in popularity because it was so obscure. And then like the band started touring like 20 years later. That's something that the internet was made for. That's something special. That's something, a human connection that like anyway, uh internet's a beautiful place, but I find myself endlessly doom scrolling hours and hours out of the day, taking up so much time. So I figured on Wednesday I would kind of just like quit. Well, yeah, like quitting social media. Like that's kind of my vibe. Uh, I my main two methods of like doom scrolling would be definitely Twitter and Reddit. Those are like the two big ones that I'm like always on, right? After many a controversy with these websites, Reddit's probably the better of the two, but again, it's just like I don't like if I'm gonna quit one, might as well quit the other, right? Uh, Also, sorry, like allergy season. I think that's what's happening right now. Uh, Twitter has become a horrible, horrible place, and while there's still some genuinely amazing stuff on there, I figured like I'm gonna soft quit. Um, the goal is to just see how things change over the course of maybe a month and document that process. So, for the past couple of weeks, months, what have you, every time I open up these apps, I'm like instinctively like, oh, I've got some downtime. Let me check this website, this app for a couple of minutes, right? And it's just like, okay, well, in my mind, I'm telling myself, stop doing this. Stop doing this. You hate this website. You hate doing this. You should really stop doing this. And then it's just like, okay, I realize that. I've given myself the amount of time that I'm comfortable using this website, immediately off. And that's worked to a degree. Um, so yesterday and today, I've been kind of experimenting with this, right? Told myself, let's see how well this works cold turkey. I would allow myself to use it on my computer if I'm at my desk because I feel like having a distinct environment where I'm able to use such websites, I like, computers made for that, right? Phones just gain that capability over the years, and I feel like the beauty of the internet relies, like, well, we, I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying. Uh, back in the day before smartphones were commonplace, the internet was a place that you would go, right? You only had access to it if you had a computer. Now it's just like something that follows us around wherever we go, right? We have a little magic box that just sits in our pockets that allows us to access the entire history of humanity at the press of a button. And I feel like that's not great for us, at least me. As much as I love scrolling through, weird and obscure articles about weirder and obscure things in the wakes of human life, uh, I just feel like I'm not appreciating life for what it truly is. There are certain things that's just like, hey, let's take a moment and just assess where we are instead of getting absorbed in our phone. Let's appreciate the community that is surrounding us, the moment in time that we are in. And I feel like, instead of doing that, it's just like, let's browse Instagram or whatever. And I don't know. I just want to see how much that'll change for me in the next month or so. Uh, so yeah, my poison of choice has been Twitter and Reddit. I know some people are obsessed with Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, what have you. I'm not on those sites. Like, I may have a presence there. Instagram's probably the only one that I like rarely use. My cousins are always sending like memes or whatever in the group chats, and I just never check them. Um, so those are like what 5 websites. 2 of them are owned by Meta, neither of which I use. The only other thing that I'm like actively using my phone for is like YouTube and Discord. I will not give up Discord. I can't. It's like my communication platform that I talk with a bunch of people. So it's just like, giving up. Uh, yeah, no, I'm not gonna give up Discord. I don't have an issue with Discord. So I'm fine with that. Um, YouTube, oh my god, YouTube is a whole thing. Twitch as well are the 2 websites I find myself on a lot. So I don't think I'll be able to give those up, especially because I just like enjoy like when I'm on those websites. I'm Twitch and Discord especially. I'm enjoying it, right? It's like I'm not hating myself for using them. Um, YouTube, I've kind of like I don't feel bad using YouTube. It's just like, oh, I am enjoying these like content creators producing amazing stuff and seeing it. It's a wonderful thing, but it's just like it's getting to that point where it's just like if I were to quit something, it would be the next thing, and that's I don't know. Like I grew up on YouTube. I was one of like the first people to use it back in the day. Because my cousin introduced it to me like, oh my god, so many years ago, and it's just been a part of my life. I've spent way too much time on there, and it's just a wonderful place. I know it can be bad for some, but like I really enjoy just browsing and seeing and falling down rabbit holes. Like I fell down one yesterday and today, and that's been interesting. But like, it's just seeing like I'm actively getting into content on a channel where the members just broke up because they weren't friends anymore. Like no, like that's why the channel died, but like they still do stuff today. Like there's no really bad blood between them. It's just like the business side of things fell apart, so it's just like whatever, right? But like watching that content and seeing like people who've loved it, I've talked with friends who actively enjoy it. Like back in college, people I was friends with were like watching these guys, and it's just like it's great. Like it's just like a nice moment in time, right? You can just pull up a video and be like, this is where the internet was at the specific moment in time. This is what was happening. People were just having a good time. Like the stuff I'm watching is just enjoyable, right? So that's not too bad. What I see on Twitter and like Reddit and whatever is just like sometimes AI nonsense, sometimes just garbage that I don't care about. And I feel like I can't do a good job of filtering that out on those websites. On YouTube, I at least, the main thing that you're consuming is a video that you're actively picking, right? I'm not like letting whatever algorithm well, I let it suggest me content, but like it's my choice to click on that, right? So it's not too much of an issue. Sure, I could use websites like Blue Sky and Mastodon and whatever to fill that niche. I know there's some Reddit alternatives, but like at that point, it's just like I don't really care. Blue Sky, like I have a presence on there. I think I've sent out blog posts on there, but that's pretty much it. I don't use it for anything else. I don't really browse too much, but it's whatever. But yeah, it's just like I'm trying to actively stop using these websites and just, by telling myself, reinforcing that idea, it's like, hey, you don't like this. Stop using this. What are you doing? It's been working, and I hopefully, like every time I've been like tapping on the app today, instinctively, I should just remove it from my home screen. Instinctively tapping on it, it's like, oh, what's happening here? I'm like, nope, you're not using this. Like, so I like maybe see one post or I scroll for like 1 second. And it's like, nope, out of here. So it's not too bad. And I've talked about making more meaningful connections with people that I've talked with back in years and years ago, and like talking with them today. It's just really nice catching up with some people, and it's just super cool. I feel like that's something I've been missing for the past however long, and it's really interesting to be just a part of this and seeing this now, and like I feel like this is what I want to do. This is what the internet was made for, connecting with people who I've never met but have forged lifelong friendships with. And that's what I'm going to strive to use it for, at least in the upcoming months. Who knows where I'll be in the next couple of weeks, months, with years maybe with these websites, but that's the plan for now, and we'll see how it turns out. For now, however, that's what I'm going to call it for today. Thank you all for watching. I hope to see you tomorrow. And until then, later.